हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस। आप सभी का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में। मैं हूं अर्पिता शर्मा, आपकी एजुकेटर, और आज हम एमएमपी बैच 2 के वीकेंड प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस को देखेंगे। नाउ आपको ना आंसर्स नहीं भेजने हैं, आपको क्या करना है कि आपको इन क्वेश्चंस को देखना है और खुद प्रैक्टिस करना है। I will be launching MMP batch 3. These batches are curated dedicatedly for mains aspirants. अगर आप मेंस की भी तैयारी करना चाहते हैं तो आप इन बैचेस में इनरोल कर सकते हैं। Right now the batches are full. We have already completed batch 1. This is batch 2. I'll be launching batch 3 from 1st of December 2020. तो बैच 3 जो होगा 1 मंथ के बैचेस होते हैं, ये these are 1 month batches and it will be launched on 1st of December, right? Now these batches are going to provide you with current affairs based questions from your weekly current affairs notes and weekly current affairs reading, and these batches will give you an edge over your mains preparation. आपको कम से कम आपकी आंसर राइटिंग स्किल खुलेगी. There are many students who say that we'll look at the answer writing portion after we clear prelims. Before that we won't look at the answer writing practice sessions. But this is the biggest mistake that an aspirant can commit. अगर आप ये सोचते हैं कि हम आंसर राइटिंग को देख लेंगे प्रीलिम्स क्लियर करने के बाद, तब आपको रिवीजन करना होता है. आफ्टर क्लियरिंग प्रीलिम्स, दैट 1.5-2 months टाइम इज मेंट फॉर रिवीजन, नॉट फॉर स्टार्टिंग योर आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस. व्हेन यू स्टार्ट योर यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन जर्नी, यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद मेंस. आपको स्टार्ट ही मेन से करना होता है, ठीक है? तो इस गलत फहमी में मत रहिएगा कि मेंस की प्रैक्टिस हम तब करेंगे जब सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. नॉट एवरीबडी कैन कंप्लीट, नॉट इवन द टॉपर्स हैव कंप्लीटेड 100% of their syllabus, right? Because the syllabus is little vast and plus it is dynamic. So when you start completing each and every subject or each and every topic that you read, you have to start your answer writing practice with that only. Whatever you study, make sure that you have your previous year question papers in front of you. So whatever you are reading, match the questions from the previous year question paper and try to solve it. That is how you start your preparation. ठीक है? Now before starting the class, here's a small announcement for all of you. So Unacademy Plus has launched this complete preparation strategy of UPSC CSE optional, and these are free classes. These are special series on optional strategy and these are free of cost. You do not have to pay a single penny to enroll in these classes. The link is given below in the description box. In these classes, there will be total 17 classes for different optionals. If you're confused in any optional, then you can watch the related video, free video on the platform. So the link is given below in the description box. What you can do is you can download the Unacademy's learning app and then you can register your email ID on that app and then click on the link given below in the description box. You'll be redirected towards the class that you click on. Okay, so there are strategies for geography optional, PSIR, then complete preparation strategy for 2021, anthropology, then your mathematics, zoology, every topic is covered, every optional, even Kannada, philosophy, Maithili literature. So these are the free lectures by different educators on Unacademy which have been recorded and uploaded for free for all of you on Unacademy Plus. Click on the link given below in the description box and you can prepare strategically with the help of these educators. Now let's start the first question. Now first of all, let's understand how many pages you have to utilize for writing the answers. For example, if the question is for 20 marks and the word limit is 250, in that case you have to fill about 3 pages. About 3 pages you will require to complete your answer. For example, the question is of 15 marks. In that case, the word limit will be 200 words. In that case, 2.5 pages will be required to complete your answer. And in case the question is of 10 marks, 150 words, that means 1.5 page. So ये याद रखना when you start your answer writing practice. Now on 12th of November 2020, we had this news in the newspaper, government to govern OTT platforms. So in this particular news, in a move that will have far-reaching impact, Narendra Modi government has brought over-the-top platforms like Netflix, right, Amazon Prime, etc., or video streaming service providers like Netflix, Amazon Prime and others under the coverage of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. This is important for GS paper 3 and it is important for your prelims also. ये आपके prelims के लिए भी बहुत important है. You should know what is OTT platform. ये OTT platform क्या होता है आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now in this particular news it is mentioned that now these OTT platforms will be regulated by the under the government, under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Currently at present there is no law. अभी at present तो ऐसा कोई law नहीं है जो कि govern करता हो digital content को. This will give the government control over the OTT platforms which were unregulated till now. From time to time, government had indicated the necessity to monitor these platforms so that our youth is not misled, right, by any video or any other, movie which is streamed through these platforms or series. So the question that can come is, what are OTT platforms and how are they regulated currently? अभी कैसे रेगुलेट होते हैं और ये होते क्या हैं? So in the introduction you have to start by mentioning the current step which is taken by the government. 3 to 4 lines only. The opening lines. Why this is in news? ये OTT platform news में क्यों है? So in the introduction you can write that Narendra Modi government, or you can say our government, आप ये भी लिख सकते हो हमारी government जो है, it has brought the over the top platform or video streaming service provider like Amazon Prime etc. under the coverage of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Okay, so like this you can introduce your answer. Now in the body of the question you will explain what are OTT platforms. ये OTT platforms क्या होते हैं आप ये explain करोगे. So OTT platform is also known as, write it down, it is also known as over the top platforms. These are audio and video hosting and streaming services which started out as content hosting platforms but soon branded out into the production and release of short movies, feature films, documentaries and web series themselves. These platforms offer a range of content and they use artificial intelligence. They are using artificial intelligence to suggest users the content they are likely to view based on their past viewership on the platform. अभी तक जो भी आपने सीरीज या जो भी वेब सीरीज मूवीज देखी हैं उसके बेसिस पे जो ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस काम करता है इस OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पे, ये आपको सजेस्ट करता है कि आपको नेक्स्ट कौन सी वीडियो या कौन सी सीरीज देखनी चाहिए. ठीक है. Now, most OTT platforms generally offer some content for free and charge a monthly subscription fee for premium content, which is generally unavailable elsewhere. Okay, the premium content is usually produced and marketed by the OTT platform themselves in association with established production houses, which historically have made feature films. So the question can be, what are the laws regulating the OTT platforms? That is the second part, how this OTT platform has been regulated so far. So far in India, there are no laws or rules regulating the OTT platforms because it is a relatively new medium of entertainment. Unlike television, print or radio, which follow guidelines released by governments, OTT platforms classified as digital media or social media had little to no regulation on the choice of content they offered, the subscription rates, certification for adult movies and others. So in India, the regulation of such platforms has been widely debated and discussed. Okay, now in the conclusion, you will write the impact of government's decision of, bringing the OTT platform under its coverage. So what happens now to the OTT platform, that you will have to mention, because the central government's move to bring the OTT platform under the INB ministry could also mean that these platforms would have to apply for certification and approval of the content that they wish to stream. So this in itself could give rise to many conflicts because most OTT platforms have content that could otherwise be censored by the certification boards in India. That could be your conclusion in this case. Okay. Now the next news, as you can see, was Ladakh standoff, India-China finalizing disengagement plan. So the question can be, where is Pangong Tso Lake and what is the importance or significance of Pangong Tso Lake for India and China? So you will introduce by writing the context of this question. India and China are working out modalities to finalize plan for phased disengagement and de-escalation along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh, beginning with the north bank of Pangong Tso Lake. So this can be your introduction. Now in the body of the answer, you will have to mention where is this lake located. You can also add a visual, diagram over here in the answer sheet. आप ऐसे diagram भी show कर सकते हो, and why it's becoming a point of tussle between India and China, and what is its importance. In the conclusion, you will mention your neutral solution. आपका solution war oriented नहीं होना चाहिए. Neutral solution to settle down this dispute. Coming on to the next question, Republic and its discontents. This was the editorial in the newspaper जिसके ऊपर ये question बना है. Now this editorial talked about vigilante justice. So a basic value of journalism is neutrality. With current increase of vigilante journalism, do you think media is interfering in the smooth governance and judicial process in India? So in the introduction, you will first mention what is vigilante journalism, and in the body of the answer, you will mention how media is interfering in the government work or government proceeding, and how media's interference also aid the government or helps the government to some extent. In the conclusion, you will mention your solution. Conclusion में आप क्या करेंगे? आप अपना solution mention करेंगे. आपकी तरफ से what do you think will be the solution of this issue? What do you suggest? Okay. The fourth and the last question was taken from the Hindu newspaper. Again, the India Maldives signed 4 MOUs that we also discussed on 9th of November. 9th of November में जो हमने न्यूज डिस्कस की थी ना, तो इसी के ऊपर आपका ये क्वेश्चन आता है. What are the significances of India Maldives bilateral relationships? Explain what is the India Out campaign. तो India Out campaign Maldives ने जो लिया था वो क्या है और इन दोनों के रिलेशंस का सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है इन दोनों के टू साइडेड रिलेशनशिप पर. So these are the points that you have to mention in the question. So these are the questions that we are giving out to our students in the batches, MMP batches. MMP means Mains Mentorship Program. तो अगर आपको ज्वाइन करना है तो आप 1 दिसंबर से इसकी इनरोलमेंट शुरू होगी. यू कैन ज्वाइन माई टेलीग्राम चैनल that is simplifying UPSC with ease, because when we will launch the notification of the MMP batch 3, then you can join the program. वहीं पर ही सारी information आपको मिलेगी on our telegram channel. You will get all the information, necessary information to join this MMP batch 3. So I hope you enjoyed these questions and you will practice these questions as well as homework. And on this note, we are wrapping up the session. Happy Choti Diwali everyone.